for dreams, a place for scars, a place for screams. Welcome to Hollywood. Did you come here?
Thank you.
Welcome to Modern Art Blitz. My name is Mat Gleason. I am your host for an hour of discussing contemporary art with some very interesting local and international artists. Later in the show, Seth Kaufman, Isabel Rojas Williams. Right now, though, to kick off this episode, Jaime Guerrero. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
So here's funny. We all get together today. We come over to the studio. He drove all the way to Chinatown so we could drive to the studio. And how far do you live from the studio here in Boyle Heights?
I live like a couple blocks from here.
So there you have it. There's no place like home. Huh?
You're supposed to intro me too.
In the Skechers seat,
You forgot to introduce Elisa.
Eliza
This guy right here.
is in the Skechers seat. I'm so excited about having Jaime on the show. You know what? You're on every show. He's only on this show. While I interview Jaime from the Skechers seat, my assistant gallery director, you got a promotion this week, and look how you treat me. She went to curatorial assistant to assistant director in like 48 hours, and she still gives me nothing but shit. This is Eliza. Eliza will be sketching our guests from the Skechers seat. On to my guest, Jaime Guerrero. Jaime, you've done TV before. You're a seasoned pro. So if I throw some tough questions at you, you can handle it.
I don't know about that.
So-
I might opt out.
So tell me, your medium primarily is glass.
Yeah.
And how did you get into glass?
I went to art school. I went to California College of the Arts in the Bay Area, Northern California, and walked into a glass studio one day. I had never seen glass blowing being done before. And that was my first time and just fell in love with it.
You fell in love with the medium.
Yeah, just like, that was it.
But glass takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Now, you know, California College of Arts, it used to be college CCAC, California College of Arts and Crafts. Were you
Yep.
there when it was called that?
Yep.
Okay, so they got rid of the crafts. Do you consider glass, which takes a certain level of craft skill, to be craft or to be art?
I don't know. In my work, I use the word process instead of craft. But so, you know, I love the process aspect of making art, and for me, the process is very important. And yeah, it's considered to be a craft, and but I also feel that in my own practice, that I'm trying to push the boundaries of what the medium can do.
So tell me about what we're looking at here. It looks like almost like a Jackson Pollock painting. Can you see the monitor? Look at the monitor. Oh, you got your sunglasses
Where'd you
on. This is
get
gonna be
that
hard. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
got
see
it.
the monitor? Okay. Tell us about this piece.
That was that was actually part of an installation I did for an exhibition I had in San Jose. It was called, there was two exhibitions I had of this work. One of them was called Survey Day, and it basically entailed, this is one aspect of it. The other aspect was a bunch of deer heads. So it's creating a trophy room, basically, in essence.
Oh, okay. What trophy is this?
So this is a bunch of antlers that are kind of in an installation of
And this is entirely glass, not antler.
Yeah, it's entirely glass.
You didn't have to go hunting for
hemp
this.
rope. Nope.
No, and hemp
No
rope.
animals were harmed in the process.
You could have gone smoking for this if it was hemp rope, right?
Maybe, yeah.
So, and how big is this?
This piece is maybe 3 feet?
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
Now glass. Now this is one of the things you can make it. You can make glass, and they make a lot of glass in China now, don't they? Has that affected the glass?
I think it has. I think it's affected markets, especially in Murano. So before, the Murano masters were making very unique craft pieces, very finely delicate, craftware. And China, I heard that pretty much learned all the techniques and started mass producing all the work. So it put a lot of masters Italian masters out of business.
Wow, and so it's had an effect on the glass industry. But and yet you are you a glass master?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't born into that lifestyle of who's a master and who's not. So I don't really consider myself a master. I don't know if other people do, but you know, there was nobody that told me, okay, you're going to be the next master. And you know, like maybe the Italians have a whole lineage of the way that works, but
the Chinese sure don't.
I don't know. Maybe
Get
they
it,
do.
get it done, get it done. So what are we looking at here? Now this was the part of the trophy room, right?
Yeah. So that's one of the deer, the stags.
Is that life size of a deer?
Yeah.
Who shot Bambi?
It was actually a friend of mine. Oh, you're talking about? I thought you meant who shot the photo. Actually, I want to give credit to Key Edwards because he's an amazing photographer.
And glass is tough to photograph.
Yeah, it's really
very
tough.
tough to do it.
He does
to
a
do
lot
it
of my
this well.
photos.
So where was this exhibition again? In San Jose?
Yeah, this was in San Jose.
Where though in San
Oh,
Jose?
I'm sorry. It's a place called Macla.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good place to show.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in San Jose, because there ain't much else to do in San Jose, right?
Exactly.
I mean, what? Hang out with tech
It
bros?
was actually, that exhibition was in conjunction with a glass conference that was going on simultaneously in San Jose that year.
So you got to show off to all your peers.
So
right?
it was serving more than one purpose.
Yep. So now let me ask you this: are glass sales? I mean, I'm in the art world. You know, the art just consigns to the gallery 50-50. We find the collectors. Art fairs put us in touch with collectors. How do you meet the glass? And it's, I mean, I consider it to be art. I mean, I think that taking craft away from art was a very like colonial theory. Like all this art theory to me is the colonialism of the art world. Whereas the craft is like, that's the real art, but they're gonna dominate you with all this Cal Arts speak and, you know, make you mush and make you not make stuff with materials. And instead you're bypassing all that, right? You're going to the heart of the matter and making the object, and you still have a great concept going here.
Yeah.
So all handmade or blown, should I say?
Yep, hand blown.
Hand blown.
Hand sculpted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So how, and I mean, I don't want to. If I start asking you like how to do it, I'm not. We don't have a.
You have to watch the videos.
We don't have a kiln here for you to
I
demonstrate.
can't do demonstration.
But you basically you have concepts. You make these objects. How does one find the glass buyer? What is a glass buyer like? Are they different than an art collector?
I think there's a unique market for glass. I think it also there's different markets for glass. There's your regular art buyer. You know, with my in my situation, there's a lot of Latino collectors that are newly starting to collect art, and there's some seasoned collectors also in the Latino world. But then there's also the glass collectors that specifically just collect glass.
Wow.
So, and their houses are like museums. So I've been very fortunate to meet a couple of big collectors that have been very supportive of my work over the years.
And they need big houses and they don't have kids pawing at the stuff, right?
Yep, exactly.
No pets, no kids.
Yep.
The enemies of glass, right?
Yep.
Who's a bigger
enemy?
enemy?
Some of them do. Some of them are brave. Some of them have
Kids
cats.
and Dobermans? Cats?
Cats? I don't know about Dobermans, but maybe cats.
A cat might be the worst one. Okay. So what are we looking at here? Who's she?
She is called Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
And this was a show, I had a solo exhibition at the Snipe Museum in Notre Dame in Indiana, Notre Dame University. And this piece was a centerpiece for the exhibition. And she's holding a small hummingbird, basically.
And you had to make the hummingbird out of glass too?
Yeah, the hummingbird was made out of glass.
How big is she?
She's life size. She's about 3.5, 4 feet tall.
She's life size?
Yeah.
Wow.
Life size little girl wearing a dress.
And holding a little hummingbird.
And holding a little hummingbird.
A glass hummingbird.
A glass hummingbird. Okay. And so this show was called Torpor. And the whole idea of the concept behind the work was basically revolved around the hummingbird. The hummingbird's state of hibernation, which is called...
Hummingbirds hibernate?
Yep. If a hummingbird doesn't get enough food or is too cold any given night, it'll go into hibernation for that night. And it's called torpor. So it'll reduce his body temperature and his heart rate, and it can survive the night, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long,
it's an amazing feat.
How long would people live if they could do that?
I know, forever. So I think, so this show, basically that was the premises for the whole exhibition, talking about survival and you know, a way to survive and come back and do things, and you know, so there was a lot of different pieces, a lot of different aspects of that exhibition, talking about incarceration and craft and art and craft and culture.
So you think you can get through to people on some of these heavier concepts by having this great craft in your piece instead of just some
Exactly.
theoretical word art that
Yes.
is on a wall pretentiously?
Yes, I think, you know, my work is, I like it to be subtle. So in a lot of aspects, it's very subtle. It's not hitting you over the head with the idea or.
Well, if you hit them over the head with glass, that could really,
Yeah.
that could break, right? So
So a lot of the pieces are transparent because I want them to almost seem invisible.
wow.
So they disappear almost.
Transparency is a concept. I mean, you know, you're semiotically communicating that,
Yeah.
you know, so wow. Ooh, what do we got here?
So this is one of the pieces that I was talking about. It's part of a bigger installation. So this is one sculpture in a wall of like maybe 8 or 9.
And where did you show this?
This has shown in several different places. It originally showed in a gallery here in LA called Trópico de Nopal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. How's Ray? Have you seen Reyes lately? I
Yeah,
haven't seen that guy around,
he's cool.
man.
He's a great guy.
Reyes, come to my
Reyes-
openings, man. Come on.
Reyes is an awesome guy. So so I moved to LA and I had this show, and then I also showed it in conjunction with Once Upon a Time in the exhibition at Notre Dame.
Wow. Okay, cool. So you're in these traveling
Yeah.
shows. You're showing with some hip galleries.
And this piece is the second before you get the handcuffs put on. So,
oh, wow.
so it's like put your hands behind your back. So your hands are behind your back, and it's a second before they put the handcuffs on.
And they're just about to lock.
And the piece is called Encarcelados. And this is what I was talking about as far as trying to have creating work that's subtle. It's almost transparent. The glass is almost ethereal, but then the shadow has like this, almost like a alter ego. It's like the shadow is speaking of anger and frustration and angst and.
So was that 2 separate pieces? They were 2 separate arms.
Yes.
There's nowhere that they touch, actually.
Yeah,
they
they're
actually,
2
because it's
separate
the
arms.
moment before they come together.
Yes.
Wow. Unwanted coming together.
Exactly.
Okay, so I don't want to get stomped by these feet. Tell me about these.
So this is actually a detail shot of a larger sculpture. It's a life-size man who's called Farm Worker. And I don't know if there's another shot. Do you have the next shot?
I think that's it. I think that's
really?
it. Yeah, I think all we got is the toe. Oh, we got the toes. This is not Farm
No,
Worker.
this is a
behind
different
you.
piece.
But go back to Farm. Yeah. So we could no go forward. Go forward. Yeah. We could at least talk about the pedicure here. So this is a life-size glass man.
Yeah, so this is his shoes. They're called huaraches, and you can buy them at Placita Alvera. They're the traditional labor kind of comfortable shoe. They're durable and they keep your feet cool.
And you showed this?
So this is part of the larger piece, and this piece was shown at the Malu Foundation.
Where's that?
It is in Gardena, but it was an exhibition that was put together by Craft in America.
Oh, okay.
And the show was actually called California Handmade.
There's a card club in Gardena. That's the only place I've been in Gardena.
Yeah, but the Malu Foundation is amazing.
Do they have regular hours? They're open to the public?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a museum.
Yeah. Of glass.
And you can see. No, this is a woodworker.
Oh wow.
Maluf. I forget his first name. Do you know his first name?
Sam Malouf?
Sam Maluf is an amazing woodworker, and he
World famous.
Yeah, he just passed away a few years back, but he built this beautiful home, amazing in his own style, unique style, and he's built a lot of amazing furniture.
So when we talk about glass, we have to talk about the inevitable question, especially being here in Southern California. What about earthquakes?
Huh? I thought you were going to say, what about the heat?
Hey, nothing's going to get hot enough to
LA,
melt the
it's so
glass,
hot.
right?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't really thought about it much. We haven't had a big earthquake.
Yeah, but the longer we wait.
But some galleries do ask about that. Some galleries do ask is this earthquake proof? And I'm like, I don't know.
Nothing's earthquake proof,
yeah.
depending on the strength of the earthquake, right?
Exactly.
So without jinxing it and going too far, do you hold stuff down with museum wax?
Yeah.
This is like an inside baseball
Yeah,
question, but I'm just
we
fascinated.
do museum wax, we do silicone, with the more delicate pieces. So silicone could be removed, and yeah, earthquake, any museum wax and stuff like that.
Good. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. We have one more, and to me, this is such a fantastic piece. Tell us about what's the title, what's going on here.
Okay, this one's called Las Tres Caras, and it's a replica of an Aztec piece, and it's supposed to represent youth, elderly, and then death. So it's the three faces of life.
Well, that went by quick. You could have middle age in there. You could have
right?
my wild 20s, okay, go on.
Yeah. So this piece, in my practice, I try not to get limited by the limitations of the medium or what people or educators tell you cannot do. That's something that for me, I try to find ways to achieve creative processes to achieve the look or the style or the, whatever.
And this is glass, right?
This is glass.
Although the original piece of this is stone?
It's terracotta.
Terracotta, okay, great. Wow. So, while you and I have been talking, Aliza has been sketching you from the sketcher's seat.
All right.
Are you ready?
Can't wait to see.
Are you ready? You might have to take the sunglasses off for this one.
Actually, I can't. They're prescribed, so.
They're prescribed? Oh, well, then you won't be able to see it.
Nice.
Wow. So from the sketcher's seat, where'd we go? From the sketcher's seat, Jaime Guerrero. Oh, here we go. There we go. Almost. There we go. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So, do you have studio assistants?
Yes.
You do?
Yep.
How much is it like baseball where we could trade assistants? Do you think?
Maybe, I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. She has to know a little bit about glass, but.
You know anything about glass?
Yes.
Like how to drink out of one? Jaime Guerrero, thank you for being a guest on Modern Art Blitz.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be
Pleasure.
back right after this.